Hey guys, we're the Hard Time Strongman podcast, sharing of a very class of man. And today, we have a Dadisode. Yeah, Dadisode on Dadisms. Yeah, I didn't know how to do a good segue for that. Today we're talking about Dadisms on Dadisode. But first, a dad joke.
Oh God,
you looked
are you ready for
pretty
these?
sick while we were in the pre-show, so give me your worst. Do it.
Oh, you want to make it hurt? Okay.
Make it hurt. It's been a tough week.
What do cows read the most? Catalogs.
Oh.
Hey, you wanted it.
Why do nurses like red crayons?
I don't know.
Because sometimes they have to draw blood.
That was pretty bad. What did the drummer name her twin daughters? And a 1 and a 2.
Wow. Oh, wow. That was horrible. That was so bad. All right. What was the Terminator called after his retirement? The X-Terminator.
Yep, that's bad. That's really. What do clouds wear under their shorts? Thunderpants.
Dang it. I forgot that one. What did Tennessee? Same thing as Arkansas.
Oh, that's a good one. Oh, that's a real good one. Oh God, what was the other one I was looking at?
You get one more.
Oh, what did 0 say to 8?
What?
I spelled.
that was good. Why do bees have sticky hair?
I don't know.
Because they use a honeycomb.
Oh, I should have known that one.
Guys, we are going through our favorite Dadisms today. So, not all of these are ours. Some of these are from shows, from other people we know, from popular culture, but these are Dadisms. These are things that dads say that we think that somebody should say to you.
They're just something that should make you think. You know, it's a life lesson in a sentence. Basically.
I was gonna say these are little tidbits that people live for. Like, these are the sort of things that stick with you. Something that you get told once and you remember forever.
Yeah. All right, you want to kick this off or should I?
Yeah, we'll alternate. I'll go first. So,
okay.
Nothing good happens after 2 a.m.
Yes, it does, but it gets you in a lot of trouble.
It's not good. 6. That's not good.
It's fun. How about that? It's fun.
Okay, that's not what we're talking about today.
But
nothing
no, I
good
do
happens
agree.
after 2 a.m. I got that from How I Met Your Mother, and I love it. I love it so much.
Yes, I was gonna say
that's so good.
That stuck with me after that. But it's true. I mean, it's honestly true. What good things happen after 2 a.m. that don't get you into trouble?
I was gonna say, if you can make it to 2 a.m. while keeping everything kosher, good for you. But it's not gonna last too much longer. Like,
I mean, back when I used to be able to do that, that was when we were drinking, and yeah, nothing good happened after 11. We get into a fight in the parking lot of the bar, and I almost
nothing
put you
good
out in
happened
traffic.
After 11. It was one time, and you haven't let that go.
I never will. Oh,
it was your fault for letting me drink so much. Anyways, your turn.
You wanted to go shot for shot with me. I tried to warn you.
Yeah. However, when I ordered the drinks, I would already be done with mine before you even touched yours. And that's not fair. That's not going shot for shot. That's me drinking before you. You had an advantage. That's cheating.
That is not my fault. You do not know how to drink.
I don't have a good rebuttal.
Exactly.
Your turn.
So, my first one comes from one of my favorite shows growing up, which was NCIS. Leroy Jethro Gibbs. His rule.
Gibbs rules.
Always carry a knife. Gibbs rules. Always carry a knife.
Always carry a knife. I don't even care what kind of knife you like. I'll nitpick you a little bit once you start carrying one. But when you're first starting out, I don't even care what kind of knife you carry. Carry something. It's useful. You'll use it. I promise. Like, it's one of the oldest tools. But I mean, it's one of the oldest tools.
It is.
That we know of. I mean, being able to cut something is incredibly important. But, you know, not just for utilitarian purposes, for defense, for all the utility. Whatever. Fill in the blank. I don't have to sell you on carrying a knife.
Yeah.
You should be carrying one regardless. All right. This one comes from my old man. Take care of it, and it'll take care of you. He told this to me when he gave me a pocket Bible before I left for the army. He told me whenever he would give me tools, whatever. Take care of your stuff. Take care of your stuff, and it'll take care of you.
Yep. Especially true today, especially as an adult. Take care of your vehicle. It'll take care of you. Take care of your friends. They'll take care of you. Like it applies to all things, and it's 100% a fact.
Well, it goes back to that, those legacy items, that legacy culture. I mean, like not the consumeristic crap that we have now. So this where I'm just going to go buy another one. No, I mean, think about like when people took care of knives. I mean, like people had a belt knife, and they would, take care of the leather. They would, polish. They would sharpen. They would, hew the edge. They, made their own leather sheath. I mean, all these things that, if something broke, you fixed it. If something was starting to get wear and tear, you maintained it. I mean, it's just, it was a big part that our culture is lacking right now. But yeah, take care of it. It'll take care of you.
Yep. So my next one is an oldie but a goodie. Waste not, want not. When I say this, a lot of people actually don't know what this means. I didn't for the longest time. So basically what it means is that if you don't use too much of something now, you're going to have some left over later just in case you need it. Don't waste something now for when you're going to need it in the future. It's called hoarding, kids.
It's not hoarding. I mean, it's just like, that's why, no, granted, I'm fighting with a 4-year-old, but I'm like, dude, stop wasting food.
Yeah.
You may not always have it. Like, that irritates
kids
me.
In Africa.
Like, there are starving privates in Poland right now. Like, it irritates me so much. I'm just like, golly, man. But yeah, waste not, want not. I love that. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. I don't even remember where we got that, but it is one of my favorite things to say. And
I started using that in the Army.
I was going to say, I think we learned about that at the same time in the Army, but yeah, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. And it's almost always, I mean, it is always in the negative connotation when someone's done something stupid and they're getting what they deserve. But God, what exactly a line. Right. What a line.
Do something stupid, get something stupid in return. That's exactly what it is. Long and short of it,
baby.
All right. My next one is no blood, no foul. I say this a lot. No harm done. It's basically what it is. Somebody did something, it ain't that big a deal. We're moving on,
Okay. Think about it. That one's me. Yeah, I came up with that when my first boy was at the I'm going to start singing stage. And he would wait to look at me before he did something. So like he would walk over or he'd toddle over to an electrical outlet And then he would turn around and he'd look at me. And I would just, my wife would like, I'd hush her up a little bit and be like, think about it. I would just look at him with the dad face. I'm like, think about it. And then he'd put his hand down. He'd go do something else. I'm just like, look, this is almost always before my boys do something stupid or disobedient. And just me telling them to just think about it makes them stop. So I would rather do that than have to spank them. So
I challenge you to use that on your cats.
The cats don't care. They hate me.
Exactly. Cats are the devil.
Cats know it. That's my problem with cats. A little tangent. That's my problem with cats is that dogs are incredibly intelligent creatures, but they're also dumb. Cats, they're too intelligent.
What they are is sociopaths.
They're spiteful. Dogs, no. Cats all day. They're like, I want to disobey you. I want this to hurt.
I want this to hurt.
That's what a cat is.
Like, you're not wrong.
They freaking gaslight you too. Anyways, sorry.
Yes.
I don't like cats.
Thoroughly. So this is a fun one. There are many iterations of this. But my favorite one is not my monkey, not my circus. My second favorite, not my pasture, not my BS. Basically, what it's saying is, that's a problem over there. That's not my problem.
It's not me, man. Not me.
Exactly.
Another version. I don't get paid enough for that.
Yes.
Sorry.
I don't get paid enough for this.
Yep. Not my pasture, not my bull. Sorry. Oh. Shake it off.
Salary, my salary does not constitute enough for me to actually put up with this here.
Holy crap, I don't get paid enough for this.
Oh, man. All right, next one was shake it off.
Shake it off. Yeah. They're fine. You normally say this to kids or adults if they need to be talked to like a kid. Shake it off. I'm gonna take two. I'm gonna be Glenn. Life's hard. Wear a helmet.
Yeah.
I don't know who I got that from, but I think it's funny. And yeah, I mean, it sucks to suck, man. Oh
yeah.
God, why didn't I put that down? Sucks to suck. Yeah.
Sucks to suck. That's a good one too.
Hey guys, this is 6 and 7. We want to take a break from the episode to tell you a little bit about our sponsor, Blackbeard Fire Starters.
We've had Blackbeard Firestarter in our kit for years. Ever since they came out with the Firestarter rope, which was seemingly powered by black magic. It was waterproof, it was windproof, it just worked.
And since then, nothing's changed. In fact, they've gone even better. They added their fire plugs, they started selling waterproof matches, ferro rod, arc lighters. We can't say anything now, but they're continuing to grow. And I feel like they're only going to get better with age. And on top of sponsoring the show, keeping the lights on for us, they're also offering a 15% discount on anything in their store if you use code STRONGMEN.
Head on over to their website at blackbeardfire.com. You can check out their entire inventory and see what works best for you. And like we said, at checkout, use code STRONGMEN, one word, to get 15% off your order.
Thanks, guys. Now back to the episode.
All right. Buy once, cry once. This really kind of applies to... Well, honestly, this just applies to life. Sometimes you got to buy a car. You know, sometimes you got to buy
a tool,
a high value item that you're going to use repeatedly. You know, it's not something you're going to have to like, so the life lesson there is don't buy cheap.
Mm-hmm.
Don't cheap out on things that you need to actually like spend to get the quality for. Because if you buy cheap, you get what you pay for. And that is another one that I could have thrown in there is you get what you pay for.
1,000%.
Since you did too.
Do it.
Poor planning on your part does not constitute an emergency on mine.
Yes. So
I said
anytime you
this.
see anybody in a rush, that's their own fault.
Yep.
More often than not.
And this goes back to the one I said before of not my monkey, not my circus.
Mm-hmm.
It's relatively the same vein. You know, I said this
Right.
all the time in the Army as well. When people would come rushing in and be like, "Oh, I got to get this up to like
I need
S1
all
or
this
something."
right
I'm
now.
like,
Da, da, da.
"Yeah, that's not my problem. Like, why did you come to me with this like 3 days ago when
Right.
we put it out for you to do it? Just because you didn't, you had poor planning doesn't mean it's an emergency for me. Bye."
Right. Well, and you know what? On the flip side of that too, something that we used to, granted, had to do in the Army was be at least 15 minutes early to everything.
Oh God.
I mean, think
Yes.
about, but that sucked, right? But then think about every time that we had a time hack, it's like you're waiting for the time hack. It's not like you're rushing, trying to get everything and stressing out over that. It's nice. If you can keep that up in a, obviously not killing yourself over, being like 20 minutes early, but if you keep up being generally early to things, it takes a lot of stress off when life happens.
It does.
Because it will, because you're alive.
So this kind of, and I, not to get on too much of a tangent, I'm going to keep this short and sweet, but that kind of like bit a lot of people in the butt in the Army because it come down from higher. Hey, we're having a formation at this time. Be there at this time. Okay. From that level down, it always got earlier and earlier and earlier. Say,
Right.
hey, we're leaving for the range at 9 a.m. Be here for weapons draw at 7:30. Cool.
And down
that
line,
ended
and
up being
down line until you're there till 2 a.m.
yes, like 3 a.m.
Yeah.
And you're just sitting there and sitting there and sitting there. And then you finally get weapons draw at 7:30. What do you know?
Yeah. I feel like a lot of that also had to do with poor communication.
No.
Half the time
that's how it
I
is
didn't even
everywhere,
know.
though.
I didn't even know what I was waiting for. Like that was the most frustrating part for me. So.
No, you knew what you were waiting for is because higher up was just garbage.
I know, but it's like, it's like, okay, but like from like your team leader to the squad leader time is like 20 extra minutes. It's like, okay, like, can we talk about that a little bit? Like, where we live. Like, let's
that doesn't make much
be
sense.
Freaking reasonable,
And to me, that's why I never let my guys come too freaking early. Because like I knew the time hack. I knew when we were leaving. I knew when these events were going to be there. So I'm like, okay, be here 30 minutes prior to this. Don't listen to this extra crap.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, they're going to be there at like 4 a.m. for a 7 a.m. weapons draw. Like, get here at 6:30. Like, don't be stupid.
Well,
if you're late, I'll make you come earlier.
Yeah, like we're gonna do this until you guys screw up.
Yeah,
and then we'll adjust. But I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt until you prove me wrong.
That's what I could have thrown in here. Big boy rules.
Big boy, that's a good one. Big boy rules.
Big boy rules. You're gonna get treated like an adult until you screw up, and then you're gonna get treated accordingly,
and then
like
you
a child.
Back.
Yep.
Yep.
That's another one. Respect is earned, not given.
That's a good one.
Sorry,
That's
I'm just rolling all of these off.
No, that is what this is for. That's why we're doing the episode, man. Bring a jacket.
Bring a jacket.
Welcome to winter. Bring a jacket.
God.
All you freaking
Welcome to fall.
11,
Welcome to spring.
All you 11 to 16-year-olds who wear shorts in 40-degree weather, you idiots. Wear a jacket.
Okay, so listen.
I know it was you.
I
know it was you.
It was either Black Friday or the day after Christmas. My buddy Jay dragged me to H.H. Gregg in Indiana to wait in line with him to buy a TV. I wasn't thinking. This is Indiana.
You never
winter.
think.
I was wearing shorts and this hoodie.
Nice.
In 30-ish degree weather, and it was snowing.
Disgusting. That's horrible.
At one point, I left and got us McDonald's just so we could warm up. We were there at like frickin' 3 a.m. or something stupid.
That's
I can't remember
horrible.
what
That's
it was.
so
It was
bad.
dumb.
I never did that. I never did that for Black Friday. I always was there for like I always did like the Cyber Mondays or whatever. But
Mm,
I tell you what, back in the glory days of GameStop, I did wait up for. I don't remember what game it was. It was a Call of Duty or something. I did wait up
ugh,
for the official release of that
screw that noise.
because I was a teenager and didn't have anything better to do. But yeah,
Mm,
wear a jacket, you freaking idiots.
uh, speaking of being a
I
teenager, and
you know
not
I
having
honestly
anything
tell
better to
my
do,
I was just say I tell my kids 50 and below you have to wear a jacket. I don't care.
15.
Well, no, 50,
Oh,
50.
age. Oh, 50. Okay.
50 degrees Fahrenheit below.
Okay. I'm
You have to
tracking.
wear a jacket
I'm tracking now.
because I have to keep
Speaking
them
of,
alive.
yeah. Speaking of being teenagers and not having anything better to do, if your friends jumped off a cliff, would you?
Rhetorical or not?
Listen, I already know you're an idiot, so you would. But
I had like two friends. If they were jumping off a cliff, there was a good reason for it.
that's fair. That's fair, but I'd still probably try to find a different way down.
Go take another one.
Take another one. Okay. You don't have to keep up with the Joneses. For those of you who don't understand what I'm talking about, this comes from the
Because
theory
they're
that
not as old as you are, perhaps.
sorry, not sorry. You don't have to have the latest and greatest. Just because your friends or your neighbors come home with a new 85-inch TV or a brand new Mercedes Benz doesn't mean that you need to go out and buy that. Live within your means. And just be you. You don't have to be someone else. That's all it is. Live within your means. I wish somebody would have told me that when I was younger.
I was gonna say, since you're adding like God honest advice, the whole if your friends jumped off a cliff, would you think is your parents trying to get you to critically think?
Yeah.
Use critical thinking. Okay, look, I know everybody else is doing it, but you realize you're not
Doesn't mean you
everybody
have
else,
to.
right?
Yeah.
All right. If you can't dazzle them with brilliance, baffle them with bold. I love that one.
That's a good one. I actually
love
did that
that
a lot
one.
in the Army.
Yep. If you can't dazzle them with brilliance, baffle them with bull. And you know what? It works.
It does. Very much so.
Just gotta commit to it.
Mm-hmm. A good comic one. Comically bad one, I guess. It's more what I'm trying to get at. Was this is an old one. This stretches back and back and back and back. When I was your age, I used to have to walk to school in the snow uphill both ways.
Both ways. Yeah.
God, that was mainly when I heard that, it was just an annoyance because it's just like, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. You rode the bus. You rode your bike. You drove your car. Your parents drove you. No, you didn't. Shut up.
See, I always thought that too. And then my dad showed me pictures of growing up in Wisconsin where the front door was literally snowed over.
Well,
and
yeah,
they had
but
to tunnel out. I was like, yeah, just screw that, man. Like,
yeah.
no thanks. He told me stories
I
about
mean,
like when the Hells Angels would roll into town and they'd go by afterwards and they'd be like, they'd pick up pocket knives and stuff. I was like, man, and you made it to adulthood. That's crazy.
dang.
Look at you.
There were times in Indiana where when I was in middle school, we had a really bad blizzard. And to be honest, dude, I don't know how the bus made it to work or to school, but we ended up getting there with like two or three slash tires.
Oh
and
gosh. What?
the bus slid off the road repeatedly and almost ended up in like on its side in a ditch a couple times. And
Goodness.
I remember one time specifically, I got to school and they immediately closed the school. And we all had to wait there until our parents could come get us.
That's horrible.
They didn't take us home. So I said, screw it. And my childhood buddy, W, we'll just call him W, who lived across the street from me, actually, we walked over to his grandparents' house, who was like 3 or 4 blocks over, in the snow, in the ice. Coldest I've ever been in my life, but yeah.
Screw that, man.
Yeah. I'm not waiting around school.
The only time besides bomb threats that our school got shut down was like massive power failure. Like we just got in the doors, and then boom, everything went down. It's like, oh. And they brought us all to the auditorium and like had flashlights. I was like, it's starting to get hot, guys. Like, can we figure something else out, please?
Honestly, those were the best times when school was shut down and we were at school. We would go to the gym and play dodgeball. I remember blasting so many people in the face with those balls, because it's like, if you played football or baseball,
you're just hurling that with all your heart.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm taking that ball and I'm throwing that at your face at mock Jesus.
I am doing my very best to give you a concussion. Like,
yeah, I'm playing to knock your teeth out. That's what I'm doing.
All right.
I'm giving you a TBIs.
Gosh. We've done so much with so little for so long. We're now qualified to do anything with nothing.
That's, yeah.
I like that one too.
That's a good one.
That's an old man quote.
Don't do something stupid and expect consequences to not come knocking. Right along the lines of play stupid games, win stupid prizes. That was one.
Where did you get that?
That was one my grandma actually told my cousin, I think. I think that's where I heard it. Or she told my uncle that. Yeah, don't do something stupid and expect consequences to not come knocking. Not come a-knocking is how she put it, actually.
Not come a-knocking.
Yeah.
Nice. I give you rules and tell you to do things to keep you safe and train you in righteousness. That's a me and my wife thing. I tell them that every single time whenever I have to give them discipline. Yeah. Okay. I don't give them rules. I don't tell them to do things if it's not for one of those two things.
Yeah. The rules are there to keep you safe and to keep you on the path of righteousness. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, that's my job. That's what I'm doing. I don't want to give you a spanking. Like, I hate doing that. But my job is more important than what feels good for me to do.
Correct.
You know? Like, I'm not into that lackadaisical parenting thing. Not my speed, not my tempo.
Yeah. So these last ones for you listeners are geared towards fighting.
This is more geared towards life, I think.
Yeah. And as I've said in several other episodes, the only fair fight is the fight you win. Because if your life is on the line, I don't care. I am going to punch you so hard in the balls that you throw up during the middle of our fight. I am going to hit you in places and with things that's going to make you cry. Because
this will be the cheapest vasectomy you've ever gotten.
I'm walking away from this. I don't care if you do or not.
My mentality was always, regardless of if I walk away or not, you aren't.
Yeah.
If you do beat me, it's going to be at a very, very heavy cost. And you're not going to want to fight me anymore.
God, what was that old Kevin Costner movie with Sean Connery? The quote, like, something about, how they come at us with pistols, we'll come at it with machine guns. They put one of ours in the hospital, we'll put some of theirs in the morgue, kind of mentality.
Well, sometimes you have to meet violence with violence. Sucks.
Exactly.
Sucks to suck. But
You
anywho's,
should see the other guy.
which leads me to my last dadism. You want to fight about it? Because we can. This is more in jest than anything. But when people start to get heated, this is a check. Like, look, is this that important to you, or are you just spun up a little bit?
But it should also make them think, like, is he being rhetorical or is he actually being serious?
Yeah, like, this isn't like we are. Like, it's not that deep, man. Like, this isn't that serious. But if we need to handle it, we can handle it. I've not had anyone take me up on that, but I'm just, it cuts through the passive aggressive crap.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And that's another one. Ask somebody, is this really the hill you want to die on?
Yes.
Like, is
this the hill you're going to die on?
Yeah. Is this so important to you that this is the hill that you want to make your last stand on? You want to get into this big old fight over this. Whatever.
And that's the thing, is that fighting has become words and passive aggressive comments and virtue signaling and everything else. So everybody has every hill to die on, right? And it doesn't mean anything anymore. So now you can go up to a freaking college student and they can just about, what the biggest, newest thing to get mad about is, and they can hold the strongest convictions ever because their convictions don't mean anything. Every hill is a hill to die on, and it cheapens everything. People that like if people actually fought, like when they were growing up, you wouldn't want to fight. Like, you would pick your battles, is what I'm trying to say.
I have a theory on that. A lot of these, I really want to drop the MFer. A lot of these MFers clearly have never been punched in the face before, and it shows because they're running their mouths. They don't understand that someday they're going to meet someone who's going to cash that check. Like, they are literally writing checks with their mouths that their butts are going to have to cash at some point. And at some point, somebody's going to take them up on that. And they're going to get knocked the F out.
Or not. Yeah, that's why people are getting so spirited now. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's
cowards and back down.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, it's like there's no consequence. There's no
accountability.
There's no accountability to what they're doing. So why would you, why would you stop?
It just takes one time. Get knocked out. That's all I'm going to say.
My last dadism, I just thought of, because that was my last dadism. I think everyone should get punched in the face at least once.
Yes.
I think everyone should get punched in the face at least once, just to know what it feels like.
Yeah.
To figure out that you're not actually made of glass and that you'll be okay. But that's my hill. That's my hill that I'll die on. I'll stake that claim. I think everyone should get punched in the face at least once in their life.
It also teaches them that actions have consequence.
Mm-hmm.
Like, nobody goes around punching people in the face for no reason. Well, some idiots do, but most civilized people don't.
Yeah. Who was it? Thucydides that said the society that separates its scholars from its warriors will have its thinking done by cowards and its fighting by fools. Anyway.
And that's what we are in America.
You got anything else? Your dad advice. That's why I was trying to get you to pick up there. Your dad advice.
Don't get punched in the face.
If you haven't been punched in the face yet, just go out there, grab a buddy, and figure it out.
Punch each other in the face just once, just to see how it feels.
Just to see how it feels.
You've heard of just the tip. How about just the fist?
If you have friends that haven't been punched in the face, do them a favor and cash that check, baby.
Oh man, I have a few friends that I would love to punch in the face just once, but
I wish I could punch you in the face all the time.
yeah, same.
Yeah, I wouldn't get old.
Would. Oh, because I don't have a glass jaw.
We'll find out.
Stay tuned, folks.
My dad advice: you don't have to have a lot of friends, but find good friends. Find friends that you can call family. That is, that is what you need. That's what we're made for. And we're talking to you through through speakers, but like none of this is real. Find someone face to face that you can count on. Be there so they can count on you. That's what we're made to do. So
I have a good one.
All right.
Marry your best friend. Looks fade. But if you get looks and a best friend, you're set. I don't know. Yeah. I did. So
what you said.
I'm happy.
Guys, we're the Hard Time Shopman podcast with another Dadisode for you, training up a better class of man. If you have a dadism that we missed that you think that we should add to our repertoire, then hit us up on IG, on our Patreon, our Substack, our Discord, email us. However you can reach out to us, go ahead and reach out to us, let us know, and spread the love. You got anything else?
Stay in the fight.
Stay in the fight.
Check out our Discord, where we talk about all of the topics that we talk about in our conversations, but in deep dive format. We have a lot of members on there of varying skill sets, of varying proficiencies, all talking about all these topics, sharing their experiences. So join today and help us expand our knowledge base.
And check out our Patreon. Our Patreon, outside of just backing up all of our episodes for when we eventually get canceled, our patrons get access to our exclusive episodes, our pre-shows, our post-shows, our little tidbits here and there that we aren't really supposed to talk about. We're also opening up all of these exclusive episodes for people to individually purchase. So you don't have to get tied into a tier in order to get all that content. You can dip your toes in a little bit, decide you like it, then come and join us on that. We're having exclusive conversations, and along with the Discord, we are just building that community, building that skill set, that mastery, these proficiencies. And this, outside of our sponsor, is what's keeping the lights on and keeping all of this information, all these classes rolling for you guys. So make sure to check out our Patreon. And one last thing, guys, the world is better with you in it. If you're feeling suicidal or if you're in crisis, dial 988 or reach out at 988lifeline.org to get help. Someone's always on the line. So if you need a lifeline, remember 988. Stay in the fight.
Stay in the fight.